You're listening to Texas Top Homes. I'm your host, Freeman Sawyer. With me is my co-host, Nancy Curry. And today we're chatting with one of Texas' top leaders, Phil Crone from the Dallas Builders Association. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Freeman. It's a pleasure to be here.
I love the gas prices right now. I was filling up my car the other day, and the prices are great. What is to be said about the impact on the oil market fluctuation on the DFW market?
There's a lot that's been made out of the oil fluctuations, and a lot of folks need to realize that this isn't the 1980s anymore. Our economy isn't a one-trick pony where you just have oil and gas. It's not even that way in Houston, but especially in DFW. If you look at the top 10 employers in our area, they're all in different industries except for one exception, and you have UT Southwestern and Baylor Medical, and those are in the healthcare field, and that's doing nothing but growing these days with the new regulations in that realm. So because of that diversity, we're going to be able to continue to see the job growth despite the fluctuations in oil. And actually, I think oil is going to do two favors for the housing industry. One, it's going to get us through the labor shortage that we've had because fewer folks will be employed out in Midland and Odessa, perhaps in the oil patch. They're going to come back here and find jobs that are open in construction that we're begging for right now.
Exactly.
And then the other thing is some of these new developments are a little further away from some of the job centers. So those lower gas prices that you're seeing when you fill up at the tank, they're putting that money back in, those savings back in their pockets, and they're not hesitating to move to some more remote areas if they can get the value of a new home out there.
You know, and speaking about the diversification that we have here, Nancy and I were at a chamber function the other day, and they were talking about the cost of energy in Texas is actually one of the cheapest places in the whole nation. There's, the grid of power on the West Coast and the grid of power on the East Coast, and Texas actually has its own grid, and it's the cheapest place to get energy. So a lot of these big companies that are using a bunch of energy come here just for that savings alone. It puts them more in the profit side of the balance sheet, so to speak.
Yeah, just another aspect of the cost of living here, and being close to the source definitely helps, and everything that the fracking revolution has done in oil and natural gas has really been the story of the Texas economy here for the last 6 or 7 years.
Phil, how can folks find you?
They can find us online at www.dallasbuilders.com, or they can call us at 972-931-4840.